Hello and welcome to Radically Aligned. I'm so excited to have you on this journey with me. My name's Vicky Chisholm. I'm going to be your host. We're going to be exploring all things alignment in business and in your soul. We're going to be bringing together some amazing episodes to help you cultivate the alignment that works for you so you can have soul-aligned business success. But more importantly, we're also going to be bringing in guests for interviews so you can learn not just from me, but from experts all over the world. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, let's dive in. Today I want to talk to you about money, mindset, pricing, soul alignment pricing, you name it. We're going to talk all about it because ultimately, if you're not making money, you're not growing your business. If you're not growing your business, then you're just running a really expensive hobby. And ultimately, that's just going to burn you out, make you feel exhausted. It's going to impact your self-esteem, impact your confidence, and it's going to stop you from thriving in the business world, in the spaces that you want to be in. Now, I know not everyone shares the same vibe of, I want to make 20K a month, and that's okay. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing, right? And I cannot stress that enough. I really cannot stress that enough, okay? It's not about what every other fucker out there is doing. It's about what you want to do and how you want to bring that together, right? So we've got to move you into alignment for what feels good for you, especially when it comes to sales, money, and pricing. Now, I work with all ranges of entrepreneurs. I work from the baseline of just starting out, just getting started, fresh, really keen to jump in and make everything work, to been going at it for a little while now, getting a bit tired, feeling the exhaustion kicking in, getting close to burnout and needing something to change, to 7- and 8-figure business owners. So you have to decide at which category you want to be in, as which category you're in at the moment, and then think about, okay, well, this is where I am in this moment and what's going to help me move to the next stage. So when we're talking about money, there is an energy behind money, which I believe is related to self-love. Okay. Now, when I first started training in energetics and energy psychology and trying to figure out how to pull it all together, I had a massive epiphany one day because my money mindset had always been so freaking poor. It came from poverty, scarcity, lack, generational programming, and every time I tried to climb out of that, something would pull me back in. And it was so freaking hard, right? To not have the skills, the knowledge, the understanding to see where an upper money limit block was going to stop me from moving forward. I was like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to break through these fucking glass ceilings? Because I don't know what the freaking problem is. I'm doing all the do. I'm working, I'm channeling, I'm bringing people together. I am serving of the highest core. I'm changing lives in 15 fucking minutes. And yet I was sitting there still struggling to make the sales. So I had to think about a few things along the way. And this is where I want you to open that mindset, okay? Open your mindset to believing and knowing that there is more. There is more out there for you. There is more out there that you can have. But we've got to figure out what that looks like. What feels safe to you? What feels alien to you? What is it that you absolutely want? Okay. One of the biggest mistakes that I see in business, especially for spiritual entrepreneurs, is when my clients come into me and they're like, oh, well, I've been trying to get a 10K month for the last 6 months and I'm not anywhere close. I'm lucky if I'm turning over 2K. And I'm like, okay, cool. So we have awareness, we have understanding, we have acknowledgement. So what is the difference between you being at 2K and 10K? And they're like, I don't know. I can't seem to move beyond it. Cool. All right. We've got more knowledge. We've got understanding. But let's go a little bit deeper, right? Tell me in a one sentence. Now, you can take a minute to think about this if you want to, or you can come back to it later. It's entirely up to you, right? But I want you to take a moment to just think, well, why have I been pushing for the 10, 20, 30, 40, 50K months? What is it within me that desires to have that? What purpose is that going to serve? What life-changing opportunities is that going to bring? What resistance do I have within this? Sit with that. Feel it. What's coming up for you? Is it lack of self-worth? Is it lack of belief? Is it energy of disempowerment? Is it something else? You see, I could sit here and say, oh, well, you're just not going to make it because you just don't believe in yourself enough. But that would be really dismissive, because what's really going on underneath the surface, only you can answer, only you can see. And this is where the energy work gets really complicated, and it can feel like you're literally sludging through mud every freaking day, just trying to get that breakthrough. Okay. So this is where we have to look at the energetics. What is happening when I think and feel about money? Where do I feel that in my body? Where does it show up? Where is this fear freaking coming from? Some people are afraid of having money in case they lose it again. So what was the point in doing all of that work for me to just lose it again anyway? Or maybe you have a limiting belief that says, hang on a minute, you can work as much as you want, but a big freaking bill is going to come through the door and take it away from you. Okay, these are beliefs, these are not facts, but if you are believing in them and energetically you're emotionally charged with that, then that's what's going to happen. So I want to hold this space for you today to say, yes, actually, I can change this pathway. I can choose again. Now, Gabby Bernstein uses choose again a hell of a lot. So that's where I've got that from. But, you know, you get a choice. It is about empowerment. It is about, okay, I don't want to be where I am right now. So what am I going to do to freaking change the story? What am I prepared to face to change that story? Now, for those of you that have bought the book, you can switch right through to chapter 5, which is your money mindset, pricing, and overcoming money blocks. And the reason why this is so valuable is because even multimillionaires do money mindset work. Okay. I've seen it for myself. I'm like, I never would have thought that was possible, but they're doing it on a regular freaking basis. And you'll also find as well, right, with investing, when it comes to investing in yourself and investing in your business, invest in you to create the business. If you can master that piece, you will fly. You will fly. So what is it about money mindset, pricing, that holds you back in business? So inside my book, I teach you the elements of strategic pricing versus aligned pricing. Now, I have seen multiple times where people just go out there and they'll put angel number on their offer and they'll just think that it's going to fly. Okay. Now, if you've got the mindset, the energy and everything to work with that, then that's great. But if you're not in alignment with that figure, I guarantee you it's going to fail because you haven't energetically aligned with it. Now, I have seen offers go out where they've been too low and the business owner felt resentful about putting the pricing on that. And then that was really shit because they were like, well, I'm just putting it out there for the sake of just generating a little bit of money. And then they end up burnt out and they really fucking hate what they're doing. And then they're not happy in their business. And I do hold this core belief that if you are having fun in your business, everything becomes easier, simpler. So it's your time. It's really your time to make it happen, okay? It's down to you to step into that alignment. So one of the things that we do, especially if you have got the book, I mean, I've got it here in front of me. Money equals love, right? And love can equal whatever it is for you. So I'm going to share something with you. Could be a little bit triggering, so I'm just giving you a little bit of a warning there. When I was growing up, I formulated a belief from childhood abuse, and unknowing, so unknowingly, family would give me money when I went to visit. There's a couple of pounds, go buy yourself some sweets at the shop. Oh, there's some money here and there's some money there. So I associated money with love. Now, as I grew up, I also established that for me, love equals abuse. Because the people that were supposed to love me abused me. The people that were supposed to care for me became people of, well, were abusers, were perpetrators. And that then cemented a belief within me that to receive money means to receive love, and to receive love means I'm going to be abused. And that was a really, really amazing awakening for me, because I then got an opportunity to change my life. I then got an opportunity to change the fucking story. Stop giving my power away to that belief. Stop giving my power away to that story. Stop being in that victim mode. So when it comes to money, it's really important we look at how we think, how we feel, and heal the relationship with money. Heal it, embrace it, and don't use it as another excuse to not achieve what you want to achieve. Use it as an opportunity to thrive. Use it as an opportunity to grow. Use it as an opportunity to make change happen. Now, I've gone through quite a bit in my time. Working hard was never an issue for me. In fact, I loved it. I became a workaholic at just 18 years old because I believed that if I worked hard, I'd make more money. Now, the problem is when I first came into a working environment, I was only, I was quite young when I started working. And then when I came like officially working in establishments, I was 16 and I went to work in a residential care home. And in that residential care home, I was earning £2 an hour and working 60 hours a week. Now, by the time I was 17, I had a studio flat and I had bills to pay, responsibilities. So my £2 an hour over 60 hours a week barely covered my rent. But that's what I was taught and believed was possible, was what, but it just is what it is, right? Well, you're younger, so therefore you're not going to get paid enough. And I think there's been like a huge part of me through that made me realize that actually you can work as hard as you want, but there'll never be enough. So there was another belief within it. Okay. Now, your personal story in relationship to money is going to be whatever it is for you. Every single person has a different story. There will be similarities, there will be connections, there will be dots that you're connecting along the way, and you'll be thinking, oh, okay, this resonates with me. But your story is unique to you. Your beliefs are unique to you. So it's time for you to elevate. It's time for you to move. It's time for you to expand, and it's time for you to grow. You have to make that decision. Okay. So if you have bought the book, Radically Aligned, it's available on Amazon. Here are some things that you can do today, right? You can go to the back of the book. If you haven't got it, don't worry, it's not a problem, because you can come and join me in the membership and you can get access to all of it there. I have created a whole list of questions that are going to help you transform and do the inner work. Okay. Now, obviously, that's just one bit of it. So there's a list of questions at chapter 5 right at the back where you can come along and you can answer those questions and find some clarity for yourself. But there are also other things you can do. So what did I do? How did I transform my life? How did I transform my business? I used energy psychology. I used EFT. I used Reiki. I learned the power of Ho'oponopono. I tapped into all these different modalities that I could use to allow myself to be who I want to be. So why don't you join me in just this moment, okay? And we'll do a little exercise about healing your relationship with money and just opening and expanding the energetics to having that. We just lean in. Completely and utterly leaning in. Can I have more money? Can I heal my relationship with money? Tuning into that heart space. And as you are getting ready to close your eyes, taking in some deep breaths, if you're operating machinery or driving your car, please do not participate in this right now. Come back to it later. Focusing on the breath. Just focusing on the breath for now. Breathing in and breathing out. Closing your eyes. Tuning into your heart center and calling forward your soul. Soul, higher self, please step forward now. Be with me in this moment. Help me find the clarity I'm looking for. If money could talk to me right now, what would it say? Thank you. If I could take one action today to heal my relationship with money, what would that be? One action. Keep focusing on your breath. If I could shift my energy today to call in more money, to help me align, to receive, what would that look like? What would that feel like? So, please send healing light into this relationship with money and help me heal it. Help me shift the broken parts, the disconnection. Help me bring that money back in. Help me repair my relationship with money so that I can bring money into the business, so that I can help more people, so I can serve from the highest possible place. Help me lean in. Thank you. So it is. It is so. As you open your mind and body to healing your relationship with money, wherever it may be, it could be that you've got that upper limit, the glass ceiling. It could be that there's just a part of your story you haven't quite let go of yet. It could be that the energy got stuck and it didn't know where to move or how to move. And now you've moved it, you've opened the floodgates and you're allowing it in. Your money mindset is energetic. And when you lean in and trust that and work with it, you can change it. You can change it in any given moment. Deep breaths, feel the energy shifting. Giving yourself permission to shift the energy in every given moment. Reclaim your power, reclaim your soul. If you want more, you want to go deeper, you want to experience what it's like to do full-on energy shifts, come and join us in the Radically Aligned Business Membership. All the links are below. I'll see you in the next episode. Have a great week. That's a wrap for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit subscribe and we'll see you in the next one. All these episodes are created in line with my book, Radically Aligned. Go check it out on Amazon, grab a copy, and let's get you started. At the back of the book, they'll also find a QR code where you'll get access to some amazing resources. You don't want to miss it. See you in the next episode.